Hello, everyone. My name is Lourdes, CEO and co-founder of Knead Technologies. We are grateful to be here with you today presenting our company and what we're passionate about, reducing food waste by getting good food to those that need it most. Our story begins with 200 pounds of bread. 13 years ago, I recovered 200 pounds of surplus bread from a bakery, donated that to an emergency shelter where it fed 3,000 people. And this experience is called food rescue. What started with 200 pounds of bread has become a software company that enables scalable and safe food recovery solutions in real time to meet the multi-billion-dollar global challenge of food waste. And this paradox of food wasted in America, which is about 30 to 40% of what is produced annually, half of which could be recovered, and its climate impacts is exacerbated by the fact that 18 million households are food insecure. That's 47 million Americans. We do not have a food shortage problem. We have a food logistics problem. Now, food rescue organizations and food banks work hard to recover surplus food. Retailers, farmers, and processors want to donate surplus food. But the food donation and redistribution space is where we see some of the biggest challenges and where we can help. Despite strong demand from food donors and recovery organizations, operations are slowed by manual tracking, growth bottlenecks, and limited insights. Inefficiencies in food recovery mean that less food reaches people who need it most. Now, when we met with an ecosystem partner at Headwater Hub just outside of Rochester, he shared a story that really stuck with me. A longtime food recovery volunteer told him she was worried about what would happen when she stepped away because nothing was tracked. Everything just lives in my brain, she said. That's the reality with a lot of food recovery. Legacy processes are missing, and too much of this vital work depends on memory and not systems. In New York State, it's approximated that 2 to 3 million tons is actually recoverable food waste. And in just this Finger Lakes region, a report showed food insecurity saw one of the steepest year-to-year increases since the Great Recession, 15 years prior. These aren't just statistics. They represent families and donation opportunities to these families and communities as organizations try to stretch limited resources. We built Knead to help. By bringing tech into food recovery, we can increase food access. For the manual tracking problem organizations have, our software has real-time coordination. It makes it easy to input metrics for more efficient logistics and routing. For growth bottlenecks, organizations can scale, bring on more food donors, more food recipients, and volunteers. And for limited insights, we quantify and analyze the emissions reduction impact so we have better data and so that legacy processes don't go missing. Currently, we have about 9,000 users on our platform. Highlights from our customers include the City of Phoenix, who used our software for an event pickup and facilitated a food donation from the 2024 WNBA All-Star Game. And in Detroit, where we 10x'd volunteers for the local food rescue organization that picked up 100,000 pounds of food from the NFL draft. They also see a consistent increase in food recovered month over month. In Washington State, we were able to track and categorize different produce from farms, and last quarter, our customer recovered nearly 3 million meals. We know we can take the same level of measurable impact here to the Grow New York region. Now, there's a wave of global legislation making food waste illegal, meaning food must be donated or there will be fines. Right here in New York State, there are food excess donation protections like the good faith donor to decrease liability associated with donations. Having this legislation in place changes the market. It's a huge opportunity for us and food recovery organizations alike. Our intense customer discovery proved that there is a need in this region for our tech. We traveled 500 miles over the course of the regional visit and met with food rescue organizations and food banks like the Onondaga Syracuse Food Rescue Network, the Food Recovery Network at Cornell, FoodLink, and Seven Valleys Food Rescue. They all work with Wegmans and other food donors for their programs. All expressed commitment in the form of support letters, exploring partnerships with us, and even integrating Knead into their tech, into their operations. The Grow New York region is home to forward-thinking food recovery organizations and generous donors. And they're doing incredible work on the ground, and they're eager to scale their impact with our software. Now, we're not replacing what's working. We're here to amplify it. The region is the perfect launch pad for Knead's success. Firstly, this Rochester and Canandaigua area is the perfect base for our American headquarters. It's close to existing customers and only a short drive from our lead investor in Toronto. Second, our strategy is to land and expand from the region. Third, there are manufacturers and processors here to work with. And lastly, we need boots on the ground. We have the potential to add 35 high-quality direct jobs in software implementation, customer success, on-site engagement, and project management. We're excited to announce that we've actually started the process of deploying the software with the Food Recovery Network at Cornell, starting Q1 of next year. This partnership will streamline their entire operation onto one platform, give them a custom white label app, and help modernize succession processes. They currently rescue about 45 pounds of good food per month from dining halls and get that food to food pantries. With our tech, it can help them scale and ensure continuity. As students graduate, new volunteers can step in seamlessly and keep food recovery efforts without missing a beat. And FoodLink, the largest food systems partner in the area, confirmed there's significant opportunity to rescue food from manufacturers and processors. We're in early conversations to see how our tech can be implemented. There are lots of supports here, like the Soft Landing Accelerator, aimed to help foreign startups just like us. There are competitors in the market, including spreadsheets, but Knead is purpose-built, not adapted from another industry. We combine first-hand experience in food recovery with powerful algorithms that intelligently match donors and recipients in real time, optimizing scheduling while organizations access the data that matters most to their coordination. Now, our customers span the entire food recovery ecosystem. We started with food rescue organizations replacing spreadsheets, which is a $300 million US tech market. Now we're working with cities to digitize food waste reporting. Next, we'll expand to retailers and farmers with a closed marketplace to list surplus food, reduce landfill fees, and increase local access. Our core revenue is generated through software as a subscription, where our annual contract is up to $12,000. We have 3 segments, 3 revenue models: SaaS-based revenue, project-based revenue, and transaction-based revenue, while driving scalable impact. In the region, we can drive economic growth through smarter food recovery. For every $1 invested in Knead, up to $13 in economic activity is generated across upstate New York. This means high-quality direct and indirect jobs in implementation, customer success, on-site engagement, and project management. By 2030, we can drive $250 million in regional value across the Grow New York area through food waste reduction implementation, smarter logistics, and new local jobs. And we project a 10x revenue growth in 5 years, from pilot customers to enterprise scale adoption, proving food rescue can be both profitable and regenerative. Our revenue is projected to reach $11.5 million by 2030. A $1 million investment in Knead Tech transforms upstate New York's food recovery economy, linking donors, food rescue organizations, and municipalities through real-time data and smarter logistics. That ecosystem can create and sustain up to 73 direct and indirect jobs. It also allows us to build an ecosystem of innovation. Now, our founding team built this technology while working on the front lines of food rescue. I'm a 6-time founder with a master's degree in urban planning, a TEDx speaker, and started award-winning food security organizations. Audra, who's with me today, our COO, is a 2-time founder, holds an MBA, and is a seasoned product manager. And Brad, our CTO, a 2-time founder, senior software developer with a master's degree in computer science. We have a strong advisory team from Canada, the US, and the UK. Our vision is bold, and it's taken us here today to grow New York. As FoodLink recently shared in their 2024 impact report, one mother here in Canandaigua has 3 kids. They were sharing an alternating schedule for dinner each night. They rely on the local food pantry so that her kids can eat dinner. It's stories like this that remind us how important this problem is and how we need to work together to ensure food is not wasted and instead donated. Together, we can make food rescue commonplace and start that movement right here in upstate New York. Thank you so much.
Great.